Hello there, and welcome to Adventures in Knitting with Jen, episode 66. My name is Jen, and this is my little knitting corner where I'm talking about everything that I am making and want to make and have finished. And yeah, I have some finished objects this week, as you can see if you have been following along. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome. So glad to have you here. I am a teacher up north in northern Ontario, and it is June. Crazy June. We have 2 weeks here left of school. 1 week. Well, teachers have 2 weeks. Students have 1 week. We get out a little earlier here. This year anyways. So yeah, it's gonna be fun times for the next little while, but it'll be all fun. I teach grade 5, and we're just gonna have fun this week. Report cards are done, and we're just gonna do animal studies and baking and games and just have fun for the last week of school. Yeah, I have got a finished object because unfortunately, sad reason why I have extra knitting time is that we are where I teach right in the middle of forest fire season, and unfortunately this year, if you've been following the news, is horrific for forest fires, unfortunately. And yeah, so we have had, thankfully, where I am, there are no fires that are close enough to be a threat to the community, but the smoke has been really bad. Right now we have a bit of a reprieve, which is really good, but the last 2 weeks we've had a irregular school because sometimes we'll start school and then the smoke will be so bad that they end up sending everyone home early because it's a school, right? You can't if you keep your doors and windows shut, you can kind of keep the smell out, but it's, with a school, you're opening door, and we've had indoor recess for like the last 2 weeks, which is brutal. Grade 5, any student, I mean, the grade 7s and 8s probably can handle it a little better, but the younger grades, they go crazy. They are not fans of indoor recess, and I am not either, but unfortunately it's just not safe to be outside in this smoke. It's been bad. And hopefully, praying you can keep all of Manitoba and Northern Ontario in your prayers and your thoughts, because praying that these fires get out, that we get rain. We have not had a lot of rain. So pray for rain, that these fires would get put out. And yeah, I really hope that we don't have to get evacuated here. Well, I won't. I'll be leaving soon. But hopefully this community doesn't have, that they're safe all summer. I was here in 2019 when we had to evacuate, and it's pretty, I had to evacuate with them and help out and everything, and that was a memory that I would prefer not to repeat. It was very stressful. I have a bit of fire history. How to say that? So the one day that it was really bad here, the smoke, it was 3 a.m. in the morning, and I just bolted straight up in bed because I could just smell smoke like so thick. And of course you're like paranoid. You're like, is it in my house? Wake up and smell around. No, it's outside. Okay. So it's just, you're not able to really sleep well. And so you can keep everybody in Northern Canada in your thoughts and prayers, and hopefully we get some rain. All that to say is that unfortunately, fortunately, I don't know, I've had a lot of extra time to knit. So I have finished. What I'm wearing is my double time cardigan by Libby Jonson. Oh yeah. So I'm really pleased with it. yeah. Okay, so the yarn. The yarn I hand dyed 2 summers ago, I believe. And it's Hawthorne, the knit picks. Hawthorne Bear. So it's kind of a little, well, I have some skeins left because I did not need all of them. I had 2 skeins each of this colors, and I had 3 skeins of this. I didn't dye this one. I bought this from Knit Picks, and the same base, and it's like a confetti. Yeah. So you can, I don't know if you can see. If you can see how it's kind of, what do you call that? No, you can't see. You can't see. I don't know how to make it. It's twisted. It's got more of a twisted, like a really tight twist to it, which gives it a different look. Yeah. So I only needed 1 skein of the purple because I started with the pink, and I just used a little tiny bit of the second skein of the pink. The purple is Logwood, bark of a tree, and the Cochineal is bugs, which was fun. Mexico, a beetle from Mexico. Yeah, so I bought them from on Etsy, the dye. I did not find them. And yeah, it was really fun to experiment with. And I had this vision for the sweater for since then. I saw the pattern on Ravelry and I'm like, oh, this would be perfect. Originally, I was thinking black, but there's no way black would, I don't know what I was thinking. Because there's no way black would match with this purple. Anyways, it all worked out. My sleeves are short. They are shorter than I wanted. Unfortunately, you know, when I was trying it on, I did the body first, and I would try it on every now and then, but I was always having my arms straight down. Like so next time, it's such a silly mistake to make. I didn't sit down and twist and, you know, oh, they're like 2 inches shorter than I want them. Which is okay because I often just roll them. I'm like this all the time anyways. But, ooh, dropping my yarn. I do have this much left, so I think I'm going to go back next year, September, and add another 2 inches to the sleeves and just make a really long cuff, which will be good. Yeah, and I did make it a little short because I want it to go over like skirts and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, this is all I had left from the purple. If you want to make it, you only need really like 4 skeins of yarn. I always overestimate how much I'm gonna need. I don't know why I do that. I think after knitting for like, I don't know, I've been knitting regularly for the last, not 8 years? I've been knitting since 16, but not regularly, like every day, like it's part of my life until like 8 years ago. You'd think I'd know by now how much yarn I really need, but no. So I have this much left and I could probably make, I don't know, something with it. Maybe a little sweater for my niece. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, other finished objects. The monster saga has come to an end, finally. Oh, I couldn't make another one. I did not make 20. I couldn't do it. So here's number 17 and 18. You can see them. Oh, you're so cute. So that's it. I'm done. And I'm going to give them to them on my students. If you're new here, I'm making a monster for my students. And yeah, I'm going to give them to them on Friday. And yeah, 2 different kinds of eyes. So this all started because a friend gave me a little kit full of these eyeballs. So there was most of these kind of eyeballs where it's black in the middle and then it has like a colored rim on the outside. So this one's kind of clear, browny clear, and I had red, green, blue. So I was using these, which they're really cute. They're really cute. But these black ones are just, they're the best ones. They're so cute. I love the black. I only have 2 made like this, and they're definitely my favorite, but whatever. The whole idea was to use up these little eyeballs. And so, yeah, they will get a little monster. Hopefully they like them. Yeah, it's always a little nerve-wracking, especially since I have some students who like to get a reaction by destroying stuff. So you just have to get your heart ready. But if I see one of these on the ground, it's fine. Enough of them will like it, I think, and think they're cute. Yeah, that's always it is. When you give something to somebody, no matter who it is, you just have to go, okay, and give it away. If they put it in the washing machine and shrink it, that might have happened once. Whatever. Finishing up, I have my socks finally done. So I haven't been working on them a lot because I've been trying to work on 3 garments. Yeah, I had an ambitious project for myself to finish 3 garments, plus socks, plus all of these stuffies before I left here to go back home, which is outside of Ottawa, which is, I will be leaving on the 19th. So yeah, definitely not getting it all done, but I did get a lot done, including these socks. They will not be coming down south with me. They'll be staying here for next winter because it is not sock weather anymore. This is my favorite base so far to knit socks on. This is from Essence of Autumn. She's out west, I believe, Canadian hand dyer. And this is BFL, I believe. It's her Pasture sock. I'll put the sock base and everything in the description below. And if I can remember the color, I'll put that to you. This is just a basic sock pattern. I just know what I need. I use 56 stitches for my socks. Yeah, and I've got little feet, so they don't take long. It's 100 gram skein, but I only use half of it, so I can definitely make another pair because, yeah, I only have size 6. So I only ever need 50 grams to make a pair of socks for myself. And yeah, they're really pretty. She has 2 BFL bases, and this one is my favorite one. I have another pair made, and I'm so tempted sometimes when she has a sale to go and just buy one of every color in this base, but no, I have enough. I have enough sock yarn. I am trying to really go through my stash, and I have been somewhat successful. I have not bought yarn in a long time. Yeah, they're done, and they'll be packed away. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm getting distracted. I'm so sorry. She has 2 bases. One of them is not superwash, and it is on its own. It's just BFL, and it is, yeah, you have to be careful washing it, and I was not careful washing it. When I wash my socks, I always alternate. Usually I do 1 week, I'll hand wash them. The next week I'll throw them in like lingerie bags in the washing machine just by themselves and do it on cold and then hang them up, never ever in the dryer. But these ones, they shrunk a bit. So I have to stretch them really. I put them on the sock blockers and stretch them. And they're tight, but they're good. They're thick. They're super thick and really good for those cold winter days or just in the house, cozy. But these socks, this is not, I think there's a little bit of nylon on it, and it's super wash. No, I don't think it's super wash. You know what? I'll put it in the description what its base is made out of, because this is just the better one. I mean, it's just, it holds up better washing wise, or I shouldn't say that. It's better for me because I don't have to worry about them shrinking or anything in the wash. All right, so I have my Scrappy Sunday project, which I am now done for the summer. I will revisit it next year. It's going to be packed up after this, after I finish recording and put it away. It is a complete rectangle. I just wanted to make sure I had finished it, so it's a complete rectangle. And yeah, cozy memories. I was using one strand of like a white, I'm using 2 strands of fingering weight yarn, and I was doing one white, one different color, but I've run out of my white scraps. So now I'm going to use all my like yellow, gold, orangey scraps. And yeah, I'm about halfway done. I want this to fit on my bed, which is queen, so it's perfect right now for like a lap blanket for a kid, but I definitely want it to be bigger. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I love how heavy it is. I love a heavy blanket. So this is my favorite scrappy project, I think, that I've done so far. So that is packed up, ready to go. All those ends. It's going to take me a year to weave in my ends. My other blanket that I have, what is that called? Nor'easterly blanket. I haven't even finished weaving in the ends in that one. And I use it all the time on my couch. And yeah, just is what it is. All right, my other 2 garments. I have not worked on them because I've been working on this and the socks and the monsters. I literally just picked up the pine berry this morning. So I have done the right, is it the right front or the left front? Anyways, one front is done. And on the barber cord, and I just literally picked up for the other front and did 1 row of the repeat, or 1 section of the pattern repeat this morning. This is my main project that I'll be working on for the next 2 weeks. We'll see how much I get done. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I don't think I'm going to put sleeves on it. I've been talking about this because I don't like, whatever, arms. My upper arms are just an area that I'm just a little self-conscious about. I need to get over it. But I don't think it would look good to pick up sleeves. I don't know. Because it's going to be like it will be a little on my sleeve, like a little tiny, I don't know what you call that, cap sleeve. It'll end up being like that, but because this is the end, you got this little slip stitch, and it would be easy to pick up because it slipped, but I just don't think it's going to look good to start a sleeve after you've got that nice little slipped stitch border, whatever. Anyways, I'm on my 2nd ball and I have 1 more skein left, but I also have a 30-inch belt to make. Whew, that's going to be a lot. So yeah, I guess we'll see how much I get done on this. It's fingering weight, so it takes a little while, but the pattern is pretty easy and it's been going good. Yeah. My other project that I probably will not work on, at all, this will be one that's coming, will be my travel project because it's just plain stockinette. This is the Mount Pleasant by Pip and Pin, and yeah, it's just plain stockinette. Now I've finished the lace and it's going to be cropped, so it really doesn't have that much stockinette to go till I start doing the sleeves and all that. But I leave on the 19th, which I said, and I hope to have a travel vlog for you. The next episode, we shall see. Unfortunately, Via Rail has decided has voted to strike. I don't know if they're going to strike yet. I keep watching the news, but I don't see anything about it. I should phone them, see what's going to happen. But the day that they would start their strike is the day that my trip would start. So, yeah, I'm going to have a little vacation kind of in Winnipeg anyways, because I've already booked my hotels and I've made plans to see friends, and I booked a massage, and it's just gonna be, I was gonna have like a little vacation and then take the train home to Toronto, visit my sister there, and then go home by train. So obviously if the train's not happening, I won't get to see my sister because I'll have to fly home, and my mom will pick me up at the airport instead of the train station. And the airport is further away from our house. The train station's only half an hour, so it would have been just really convenient, but that's the whole point of a strike, right? To make people's lives miserable. So, no, miserable. To make it inconvenient so that their bosses are forced to cave. Well, it's going to make my life a little inconvenient, but it is what it is. Hopefully they reach a deal and I get to go on my train trip because I've been looking forward to it. It's going to be a different experience. I've never done that before, like a overnight. I booked a berth, and yeah, I wanted to do a little video and show you, and beautiful scenery along the way, but we'll see. Maybe I'll still do a little bit of a video, whatever, of my little vacation in Winnipeg. There's some things I want to see there that I haven't, because I go into Winnipeg all the time to fly to where I work and fly home, but I only ever go in the airport or the hotel and then back to the airport. So do a little sightseeing. Yeah, that's the plan. So I will see you when I see you, and we'll see what I have gotten done in the next 2 weeks. All right, well, I hope you have a good, if you're a teacher or in school or have children in school, I hope you have a good rest of the school year, and I will see you later. Bye.